Okay, and I'm going to show you what I think you did and then how you can fix it. On your website, you just have a page, and then when you create another page, you would obviously go to this new page, and I'm just going to name mine My Test Page. Leave it as a web page template, but I think that you actually chose to put it under your home page or your welcome page, whatever you called it. So I always keep mine at the top level, and I'll show you why in a minute. But I'm going to put it under WebQuest just to show you, and then click Create. And then if you'll notice, here is my test, save. So here, if you notice, you see this WebQuest right here. It is actually, my test page is a sub page of that, and I can, if I click on that web page, you see subpages, my test page. That's the only way I can get to it right now. I have to go into that one and then I can do it. And that's what I see as what you have done. Now, what I would suggest is, now I'm on my test page, I would go over here to More and then Move Page. And then it's saying, where do you want to move it? And I have all these pages, and I know it's a big mess, but I would say, where do I want to move it? I want to move it to my sandbox, which is what the name of my website is. So if I click on that and it highlights it, it's going to move it up to the top level under that. So I click Move, and it's going to refresh, and you notice it took away the top page, and now it is not under WebQuest either. Here's the thing too, if you are going to make new pages, they don't necessarily automatically show up here, if you notice that. So I need to edit my site layout so I can put it over here in my sidebar. So I'm going to go to More, down here to Edit Site Layout, and then it brings up this header up here, and it also brings up my sidebars that I have, my navigation bars. I'm going to put it in my front one. So I'm not going to click up here, that's to add a new sidebar or edit the ones I have. I'm going to go right here to the word navigation, click on that, and then I have to click on Add Page, and it'll say all these pages in here, which ones do you want to add? And I'm going to add the one I called My Test Page. It'll just highlight it, you won't be able to drag or anything, and just click OK. And then you see where you want it. Let's say that I want to move it up. I click on these little arrows up here, and it moves my test page where I want it to go. And then if I want to delete it, I can remove it by clicking this arrow. But I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to click OK. And you'll notice here in a second, it'll show up right there. And then I have to click Close to get out of it. And there's my test page. And then if I go down here to the WebQuest page that I had it under before, you'll notice it doesn't have any side or sub pages either. So that's what I would suggest, putting your website, your pages actually in your sidebar items and not as sub pages. Now if you have a reason to do them as sub pages instead of just regular pages, that's up to you, but I thought maybe this would be helpful.